While attending the United Nations General Assembly, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is pursuing investments from America's biggest banks and tech giants here in New York City. He met with executives including Bank of America's CEO Brian Moynihan, Citi CEO Jane Fraser, JP Morgan Chase's Mary Erdoes, Carlyle's CEO Harvey Schwartz, and Blackstone President Jonathan Gray, who just did a big deal in the UK. I sat down with the Prime Minister in an exclusive interview and started out by asking him to explain his pitch to the business community, especially given that he's known as a part of the Labour Party.
The last few years before the change of government was pretty chaotic and unstable, and it felt like the last government lost control of the economy. And that, to my mind, put investors off, because I had long discussions with investors before the election saying, look, in the UK you've got brilliant universities, you've got incredible skills, you've got an incredible environment for investing. Why are you not investing? And they said to me, it's about stability, it's about certainty. And that's why we had a big breakfast this morning with a number of leading businesses here in the US. And for me to be able to say, we've turned a page, this is a new chapter, stability is our number one priority, was music to their ears. And they started talking about this being a sort of golden opportunity now to invest in the UK. And that's what I think we need to turn it into. They were very optimistic, very hopeful. They were keen to hear from us about our priorities. And so for me to say, for an incoming Labour government, just 3 months in, the number one priority is economic growth, wealth creation, was something that I think encouraged them. And of course, Blackstone today have
$10 billion
$10 billion investment in the UK, in the Northeast. So this is very much a new chapter for investment in the UK.
How much of what you plan to do about a growth economy, how do you balance that against a perception that you are a Labour Party and what that means in terms of working with Labour?
The first thing to say is that we now have a Labour government whose number one priority is wealth creation. Now I said that to the Business Roundtable this morning. It's counterintuitive. They don't expect a Labour government to say wealth creation is the number one priority, but it is. Of course we want good public services. Of course we want the NHS, our National Health Service, to work well. But the only way that'll happen is if we grow the economy and have wealth creation. So we're a Labour Party that is proud to say that we are pro-business just as much as we're pro-worker.
Let me ask you, though, this issue of the balance between pro-growth and Labour and pro-worker. This is the Financial Times. Labour was embraced by many businesses in the run-up to the election. They appreciate stability and a growth agenda, but they need to see more commitment to the needs of private enterprise. A coming package on employee rights, which many companies fear will tilt the balance too far towards workers, will be a key test. What do you think of that?
Well, we've been having a discussion, obviously, on the rights that we want to put in place for those at work. We've got to get the balance right. We've had a long consultation exercise with business. Most of what we're proposing are provisions that good businesses are already doing. And I'll tell you for why. Because good businesses know that if you want to drive up your productivity, then actually treating your workforce with respect, giving them the security that they deserve, is important. So we're introducing this legislation, one, of course, to make sure that people have the respect and protection they need at work, but two, actually as an economic growth agenda. Our productivity will go up as a result of this package. But I have to say that most businesses are very pleased to have a stable government. They're very pleased when they hear us say we've got a national wealth fund, that we've got an industrial strategy, that we're really clear about the skills agenda going forward, and that we're going to be inviting and getting more investment in to build the economy that we need.
As we mentioned during that conversation, this week, the UK inked a $13 billion deal with Blackstone to build a massive data center, one of the largest in Europe. And I asked the Prime Minister how that deal came about.
The decision to press go, which has just been taken, is because of the confidence that Blackstone have in this new administration, this new government. So we're working with them to make sure the environment is right for that investment. It will require us to fast track what we need to do on planning, on skills, etc. But that's something that we're very happy to fast track, because I think across the board we need to do that. But it's a big signal of confidence, if you like, in this new government, a big signal of confidence in the UK as the place to invest now. It's a big investment. It's also in the northeast of England, which matters to us, because I want economic growth.
Outside of London.
I want it across the whole of the United Kingdom. I don't want to put London and South East down. London is it's a powerhouse for our economy, and I don't want to do anything that takes away from that. But I want to see the growth elsewhere in the country.
If there were three big industries that you'd want to attract to the UK, they would be what?
Well, renewables, I think, is hugely important.
And they're going to play a role in the data center as well.
They're going to play a role. Data and AI in its own right and underpinning. And then other sectors, life sciences, for example, is something we're very strong in. I don't want to pick winners, but certainly we are going to power through the renewal of energy. We've got huge potential in the UK. We want that investment in there. We want to go at pace in relation to that, because that gives us lower energy prices, it gives us security, gives us the next generation of jobs.